Buying a vehicle in the Wabash Valley has never been so easy. Just point, click, and take your pick at DorsetAutomotive.com. New or pre-owned, you call the shots. Go ahead and give it a try. Point, click, and take your pick now at DorsetAutomotive.com.
Hello and welcome to Inside Sycamore Athletics. Over the weekend, the Indiana State track and field team continued in their winning ways as they captured the Coughlin-Malloy Cup in their only indoor home meet this season. The men and women combined to defeat the Redbirds 159.5 to 130.5 to improve to 11-1 all-time in the rivalry. The Sycamores were dominant in the field events to fuel the ISU victory.
Yeah, I think everybody's excited to compete. The men and women, the sprinters, jumpers, vaulters, throwers, everybody's anxious to compete against somebody besides ourselves. So it's fun seeing everybody out here going to town for each other. You see the track lining up with Sycamores screaming for each other, and you can tell we're a little rusty. We had over 30 days off without a competition, coming out, competing, but we're in front of our home crowd, so hopefully we can get it going the second half of the meet. But I know everyone's anxious to get on the track and put the uniform on and represent the Sycamores.
The Sycamore track team will return to action this Friday in Bloomington, Indiana. It was a full weekend for Sycamore Basketball as the women's basketball team began their first Missouri Valley Conference road games this weekend as they traveled to Drake and Northern Iowa. On Friday, the Sycamores traveled to Des Moines, Iowa to face the league-leading Bulldogs of Drake. The Sycamores and Bulldogs battled through much of the first half before a strong third-quarter performance by the Bulldogs doomed the Sycamores. Junior Reagan Smith led the way for the Sycamores with 12 points, while senior Sierra Caesar added 10 points. Unfortunately, the Sycamores fell by a final score of 80-55. The team then traveled to Northern Iowa where they held a 6-point halftime lead before falling to the Panthers 53-42. Caesar led all scorers with 17 points and added 8 rebounds.
We're down 2 guys, we're down our second leading and third leading scorer in conference play. And to come out and battle like we did with this group of young ladies, they did. It showed a lot of character bouncing back.
The women's basketball team will be in action again this coming Friday in the Holman Center against Loyola. For the men's basketball team this weekend, they were unable to continue their 4-game winning streak as they fell at Wichita State University by a score of 82-62. Sophomore Brenton Scott led the way for the Sycamores with 24 points, his third consecutive 20-plus point effort, while senior Devontae Brown also added 14. The duo have also reached double figures in each of the 6 Missouri Valley Conference games this season.
And this game was the best team in the league, showed a good team, just what a championship caliber team does on both ends of the floor. Commend them, but I see it every game I watch. I see it every possession of how they play. We can learn some lessons from them. There's no doubt about that. Disappointed in our team in the second half because I thought we got into ourselves a little bit.
The men will next be in action this Wednesday as they travel to Southern Illinois to face the Salukis. This coming Sunday, the men's team and the women's team will be playing. The women's game will start at noon as they play Bradley, and at 4 o'clock, the men's team will take on Evansville. This weekend, we will have half-price tickets being sold starting at noon this Friday. In order to redeem these ticket sales, you need to be wearing blue ISU gear. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching Inside Sycamore Athletics. We'll see you next time.